Welcome back to Lewis the Van. If you can't already tell by the smile on my face, the stoke is so real because today we are unveiling our third camper conversion. 2020 has definitely thrown us some curveballs, and this is our way of throwing one back, all the while making this lifestyle more accessible to others. Pay close attention too, because this camper van is for sale and could be your next home on wheels. They say third time's the charm. Come on in and let's see if that's the case. This conversion is housed in a 2015 Ram ProMaster 1500. It is a high roof, 136-inch wheelbase with 33,000 miles on the clock. In addition, this specific vehicle is a diamond in the rough among other ProMasters because it is the Eco Diesel model. Totally built out as you see it, the living quarters shake down to 10 feet in length, 6.2 feet in height, and 6 feet in width. If you are interested in any of the items used in this conversion, they are all linked in the description box below. We have yet to convert a van without a swivel seat. These swivels are easy to install and cost less than $200. They open up the space enormously and couldn't be more worth it. For our backsplash, we used a Grecian hexagonal tile. We went with this particular tile because we wanted to incorporate a visually appealing geometric shape into the space. Before you think to yourself, did they forget to finish the backsplash? Know that this is the original vision we had, a terrain landscape that mimicked the natural rise and fall of a mountain range. After watching a tutorial on YouTube, we knew this was exactly the kind of installation we needed to make the kitchen space complete. This stainless steel faucet is retractable and features 2 stream cycles, the second of which could be used in an outdoor shower. The water pump is controlled by this waterproof switch that illuminates blue when it's running. This van has the capacity for 18 gallons of fresh water. That tank is housed directly under the sink, can be filled using this port, and can be gauged using this backlit water fill line. This van also has a capacity for 7 gallons of gray water, and that tank is securely mounted to the bottom of the van and features a release nozzle for emptying. This Furrion Induction Cooktop features multiple touch settings, including adjustments for heat and temperature, a timer, and a lock function. We love this stovetop because it is extremely intuitive and eliminates the hassle of cooking with a portable camp stove or worrying about propane gas exposure. We purchased our countertop from IKEA and absolutely adore its bright natural wood finish. It is the perfect tie-in to both the ceiling and floor. Built into the upper portion of the kitchen unit, we have 2 side-by-side pull-out tabletops. We have these in our own van and use them all the time. There are 2 medium-sized drawers and 3 larger drawers built into the unit as well. In this floor-to-ceiling unit, the highest cabinet opens up to allow easy accessibility. The drawer just below that is multi-purpose as it pulls out and then opens down to reveal what would make an ideal standing desk. With so many working from home now or in remote locations, we figured this would be an awesome way of staying somewhat active in a space that doesn't easily lend itself to a ton of movement. Other potential uses for this drawer could be a hair and makeup vanity, or a prep area for camera gear. Moving down the unit, we have the second to last drawer, which is mounted on 500-pound drawer slides. This drawer pulls out to reveal a 42-quart, 12-volt fridge, which is conveniently located at the perfect hip height for unloading groceries and food prep. The drawer closest to the floor is also mounted on 500-pound drawer slides. This is because it was designed with the dimensions of one of the more popular composting toilets on the market in mind, the Nature's Head. In the meantime, we've included a smaller, portable travel toilet from Dometic. Should you choose to upgrade and invest in a composting toilet, we've made the transition process a lot simpler by pre-wiring in the lead for the 12-volt exhaust fan you'd need. Coming into the living area, we have a long seating area, 3/4 of which transforms into a 72 by 43-inch bed using a slatted design. What's incredible about this particular design is that it's mounted to 2 high-grade drawer slides, each being rated to 750 pounds. Not only does this allow one person to pull out the entire bed unit without any unnecessary frustration, it also allows one person to be completely supported on a minimal floating extension. We are so happy we were able to make this design concept a reality, since it allows the space to remain super sleek and refined in a way it wouldn't with the addition of supporting legs. Behind the bed are these 3 pull-down cubbies, which make a great place for storing bedding or laundry. During the framing portion of the build, we built these boxes into the walls, which really help capitalize on the behind bed storage. The other quarter of the couch remains mounted, providing an ideal situation for having a place to sit even when the bed is fully extended. Just under this section of seating is where the battery bank and power controls to the van are located. Here you'll find the 300 amp hour deep cycle AGM batteries, which are responsible for storing the solar energy in an accessible bank to power lights, charge devices, and cook. In addition, you'll find the charge controller and a 3,000 watt inverter. This is also where the battery isolator is located. The isolator allows the house batteries to charge as the vehicle is running, giving you another external option for power. Located just above in this smaller upper cabinet, we have our fuse box, which contains all of the fuses as well as 2 USB ports and a 12-volt port. These 2 Renogy panels are the powerhouse to this van's internal system. With each bringing in 175 watts of solar energy, this van operates on a consistent basis of 350 watts of energy. Both panels are mounted to an aluminum roof rack that ties into the stock mounting points. Mood lighting is key in any conversion. So much so that we've included 6 different lighting options, all of which are touch dimmable and can be controlled by this switch panel. One set of lights runs overhead along the length of the middle of the ceiling. 2 more sets run along the underside of each upper cabinet length. In terms of LED lighting, one strip runs between the upper cabinets and ceiling, another runs in the toe kick, and the last runs above the backsplash. Above, there are a total of 6 cabinets. Like all of the cabinets and drawers in the van, these are secured by heavy-duty magnets. These 2 pull-down cubbies run along the length of the portion of seating area that converts to the bed. These are a great place for storing shoes or other items that you'd access quite frequently. This is the largest drawer in the van, topping off at 6 feet in length. Because it is so large and can only be accessed with the back doors open, this would make an excellent place for storing seasonal clothing or camping and outdoor equipment. Did we mention this conversion was completed in just 20 consecutive days? Sounds crazy, I know, and it was, but if you're skeptical, we documented the real-time progress on our Instagram, which is @LewisTheVan as well. Lucky for you, we also documented the full build process to be posted right here on YouTube in a complete build series that will be uploading this Wednesday and every Wednesday that follows. If you are interested in purchasing this one-of-a-kind home on wheels, please use the contact email in the description box below. Safe to say, 3rd time's the charm. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Wednesday in the first episode of this 20-day build series.
What's up, ladies? Welcome back to the YouTube.
Lolo would like to say good morning.
I am very warm, I am very itchy, and I am incredibly dirty and uncomfortable.
Man, we thought we were gonna get this done in 20 days, huh?
And take 2.
It's quite an intense process.
Let's get sewing.
You got these cushion covers that your boy made. See how clean that is? We're on track, still we're on track.
looks so cool.
With my GoPro, this half alone could sustain 750 pounds. Welcome back. It's day 20.
We made it.
We made it.